Hey guys, well, I'm really excited to make this Neapolitan fat bomb. I always like to have something in the freezer so I could just take it out after dinner, and I've been making a lot of nut clusters and I thought I need a change of pace, so I'm really excited for these. So in this bowl, in this big bowl, is gonna be a half cup of coconut oil, a half cup of sour cream, a half cup of butter, which is actually a stick of butter, and then a half cup of cream cheese, which is actually 4 ounces, like half the bar that you normally buy. There's 2 tablespoons of erythritol, and then there's 25 drops of liquid stevia, and you're going to mix this. All right, and then you also want 3 additional bowls. You want one with 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and then in here I put a teaspoon of strawberry extract with a little bit of red food coloring. I put 3 drops, I believe, and I was just gonna wait till I mix in the base to see how pink it is. And so I just kind of started out with 3 drops in there, because what you're gonna do is you're gonna mix this is your base, and then you're gonna evenly distribute it between the 3 bowls. And I'm gonna use my immersion blender. And I also have this here that has my measurement, so I can put this in and I can evenly divide it, okay? And you also want to have your little silicone cups that you want to use set up. P.S. One little thing. In the recipe that I found, they didn't quite say whether everything was room temperature or not, but she was very adamant about the coconut oil has to be solid, like any kind of solid. So unfortunately, my coconut oil was melted because it's been warm here in Southern California. So everything else is room temperature. I did the butter, I did the cream cheese. So what I did for the coconut oil is I measured out the half cup and put it in the freezer until it kind of got solid, and I took it out, and it's a little bit more solid than I'd like it, so it's a little bit more frozen. So I'm also going to let like another 5 minutes go, and then I'll go ahead and mix all this, okay? All right guys, so this has about 16 ounces altogether, so I'd say a little over 5 ounces for each container, okay? You could use I think a measuring scale would be good, or just ballpoint, eye it out. All right guys, so there you go. A little bit in there, a little bit in here, and a little bit in here. And you're gonna take your immersion blender again, and you're gonna whip all these 3 up. So then you'll have vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry. All right guys, so here you go. I put the first layer with the chocolate on the bottom. Best to do it with the pour spout, so it's a little easier that way. And I just had to clean up the sides a little bit, just with a napkin. You just kind of clean up the sides. And so now these will go in the freezer for 30 minutes before you pour on your next layer, okay? Another PS here, sorry guys. I just wanted to let you know with these little containers that I used, it did make 10. So I just wanted you to know that's how many it made. All right guys, I went ahead and mixed up each of the rest of the flavors. So this is gonna be your vanilla, your strawberry, and that was exactly all I needed. It was 3 drops of red food coloring and 1 teaspoon of strawberry extract. So I'm waiting for the chocolate ones to freeze up, and then I'm gonna go ahead and add the vanilla, and then the strawberry will go on top. All right guys, here we are, frozen. And now we're gonna go ahead and add the vanilla. All right guys, there is the vanilla layer. I just put dollops in each one, and then I kind of just shook it down, and that's how it made it pretty smooth. This goes back in for another 30 minutes, and then you can put the final layer, okay? I know it's a little time consuming. This one it is, and it's kind of messy, but I think it's gonna be so worth it. All right guys, and the last layer of strawberry flavor goes on top. All right guys, last layer, and now they're gonna go back in the freezer for about an hour. And I'm gonna go on a walk now with my son, and we'll see how they are when I get back.